before COVID-19 started, I was and still am a volunteering development worker. And a volunteering development worker has sort of two key roles to it. One is training, managing and supporting volunteers that are used throughout the city. And the other side of it is a neighbourhood response to the needs of groups and the needs of social prescribers. And what that means is that we work with groups to make them able to take referrals from social prescribers. That could be a bit of advice, it might be funding, it might be a little bit of training, it might just be some encouragement and getting their name out there. It just depends. But right at the beginning of COVID, I was very poorly for quite a while, so I missed the initial changes. So when I was able to be part of the workforce, everything had changed. There was sort of no leaving the house, and we were all working virtually. And I started by doing keep in touch calls. So CVS called all of its membership to find out how they were doing, what they were doing, and whether there's any ways we could help them in. But because I'm a volunteering development worker, during that time I was still picking up on little bits of information, advice and guidance. And then we've got messages going out to people, so I'm contacting specific groups when I think that they might need some sort of support or some training. Some of the groups that I've spoken to have gone and got funding because we've given them the information. And we're looking at how the food response has been and whether we can assist people if they're taking that forward. I'm even talking to groups who are starting to think about becoming constituted for the first time, and we're discussing whether we can do any of that virtually. We're also running neighbourhood volunteers. So the neighbourhood I'm in is my neighbourhood, which is the health neighbourhood, which is Eccles, Earlham, Cadishead, and it's got Winton and Barton in there as well. And Ashley and I are working together in sort of coordinating a team of just over 20 neighbourhood volunteers who are whizzing around that, doing all sorts of small jobs to help people. And sometimes that's picking up hearts, sometimes that's dropping off prescription. A couple of weeks ago, it was getting art packs out to families of disabled children. It really just depends on what's happening that week. And then at the same time as that's happening, as groups are thinking, how do we open up? Can we open up? What can we do? A lot of those groups are coming back for some more advice, for some training, and to discuss how and what they're doing next. It's just a really quick opportunity to say a really heartfelt thank you to all the amazing groups and volunteers that I've spoken to in the last couple of months, and they've really been something that's been uplifting in a time that's quite difficult. So thank you very much, everybody. Bye bye, and I hope to see you soon.
Thanks.